What is up, you guys? My name is Matt and welcome back to my second video on my channel. The first video was just cleaning jet ski. This is kind of what the majority of my videos are going to be, and then other stuff will come as time comes. But today we are going to be working on a 2010 Dodge Journey, which is mainly what we're going to be doing, but we also got to repair this piece of shit. I don't even know what we have to do. I think it's something to do with the hood. I don't know, we're going to kind of go with it. And also, like I was saying, if you haven't watched the first video, if you're coming specifically because of this video, this channel has no specific videos of what I'm doing. There's nothing. I'm not going to stick to a specific category. It's going to be a mix of everything. Some stuff's going to have more content on my channel than others, but this is going to be mainly just vlogging and just doing shit, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I guess you can kind of say what you're doing.
All right, so 2007 Chrysler 300, the hood latch just popped off. It was broken in the past, and it finally just popped off. So if I can pull it out here, I can show you guys. When you pull the lever on the inside to pop the hood, let's get that focused here. This will move in, which I can do in just a second. And it's supposed to sit into a clip with a spring, and then that will release the hood, and then you can reach in and pop the thing. Alright, so the easiest way to fix this issue is to grab these. They're wire running poles. I use it for my freelance jobs, but I found that this is the easiest way to get to that spring. So what you need is just one, and then the hook that comes along with that. And I did bend it a little bit so it's straighter. That's just because it's easier for my specific vehicle to get into that section. So get the hook on the end of here. And if Matt wants to get a close-up at the inside, I can try and light that up so we can see what's going on. Alright, so as you can see, right inside of here, there's a little access point in here. The cable that I was showing you earlier goes inside of this spot here, and it attaches to the spring. So if you take your hook and you reach it up in here, this may take me a couple tries because it is a little difficult to get that. And then you just get it in there and twist it. Let me get a better angle actually. Oh, almost. There we go.
Got the latch on. I'm done.
So now we have access to the trunk like we normally would.
And that's basically, I mean, if like worst comes worst, your latch string snaps, there's always ways to get in. So I guess if you're trying to break into cars, easy as pie. I mean, you just gotta buy these fucking things.
This is for your own specific vehicle.
We do not condone that, just so you know.
All right, so now that we're in, you just gotta remove these plastic shields here and here. And that gives us access to this whole thing we were looking at earlier. So on this specific vehicle, it is a 1/2-inch socket that will go on that bolt head. Oh, oh, that's tightening. I don't know my directions. Nope, that's tightening. One of these ways is loosening.
Ready, tighty, loosey.
Here we go.
I mean, we'll just do a quick cut to once we get out so we can actually show you exactly what we're talking about. So we will see you then. All right, we finally got it off, and he'll show you exactly what he's talking about.
So what we were pulling was this. This pulls and lets go of the actual hood latch that's holding it down. So you're pulling on this. This lets go of this section here that's up now, and then it releases the hood latch into this area. That's when you can actually reach in there and let it go that way. So easy enough, just getting in here, getting underneath of that piece there and pulling it towards the driver's side of the car, and then that'll release that. So what we want to do is get it back into that hole there.
Right. And don't let him fool you. It normally takes multiple tries. He just got lucky, honestly. So
this also isn't my first time doing this. I had a job I was going to. I checked my oil beforehand and had to do this. So knowing where it was, it doesn't take much longer than it should. Usually it breaks off inside of the car, and then you can just grab it with pliers and pop your hood that way to replace this. But this is one of the steps to replacing this cable, because you do have to take this off to get into where it's being latched onto.
Which, I mean, it's not too hard to fully replace this cord. We're just kind of lazy. And when you don't need to spend money, what's the point?
Alright, so now that we're here, the cable will go in through this hole, and usually it threads on into there to hold it set. It gets into that cutout right there, and then it sits in there. And because there's not enough room once it moves back here, it won't fall out normally, unless it's broken and you hit a lot of bumps.
Yeah.
So let's get that in there, and this can be a little bit difficult depending on how you go about it, but I think the easiest way is to get it behind and then loop it, because it is a flexible cable. Yeah, I thought you did. There we go. And now that's how it's supposed to sit. So when we pull in there, it'll pull it back and release it.
This is one of the easiest things you can do. The next job on the actual journey is, which is what's coming right after this point, is we are taking the brake hose off because mine collapsed, and I got to fix it up so I can sell it. And is there anything really else after this other than screwing it back in?
Nope, the other thing is just assembly and then testing it to make sure it actually releases when you pull the lever on the inside of the car. And I'd probably do it a couple times, wiggle it around, make sure it doesn't fall out. Make sure if you have a new cable that it is threaded on tight enough where it won't fall out. And other than that, that's just the basic job. It's just doing that.
So this is a very simple job, but we are gonna be pulling this one out and then pulling the journey in, and we will see you guys there, and you can see exactly how to change a brake hose.